Emily is walking down the village street when she sees young Emily pulling a cow by a rope. "Goodness me," she utters. "What on earth are you doing with that?" "I'm taking it to the bull," she replies. "The bull? What a thing to ask a young girl. Can't your dad do it?" "Oh no," replies the girl. "It has to be the bull." "Daddy, Daddy," cried little Tom, "please come and look. My pussycat is lying in the garden with his feet in the air and he won't move." Assuming the worst, Dad went into the garden to take a look. "I'm sorry, son. I'm afraid Tittles is dead." Through his sobs, the little boy asked why the cat's feet were sticking up in the air. Quick as a flash, Dad replied, "That's so Jesus can grab hold of them and take him up to heaven." A few days later, Dad came home from work to find Tom crying in the garden. "What's happened, Tom?" he asked. "It's Mummy. She nearly died today, like my poor pussycat." "How can that be?" asked Dad, aghast. "I went into the summer house a little while back and Mummy was there with her feet in the air shouting, 'I'm coming, I'm coming.' Oh, Daddy, if it hadn't been for the milkman holding her down, she would have been taken up to heaven by Jesus." Down the street, a young girl walked into her parents' bedroom to find her mother astride her father. To cover any embarrassment, they told her they were playing a game. "Can I join in then?" she asked. "Of course." So the girl sits astride Dad as well, jumping up and down, pretending Dad is a horse. As the parents reach a climax, the little girl shouts excitedly, "Hold on tight, Mom. This is where me and the AU pair usually fall off." "Daddy," said the serious little girl, "may I have a computer for Christmas, please?" "I'm sorry, darling. Not at the moment. Your mom and I have a pile of heavy bills, and our new car is costing us heaps of money each month." The following spring, the little girl asked her father again for a computer, but he repeated what he told her before. A week later, early in the morning, Daddy saw his daughter leaving the house with a suitcase in her hand. "Where are you going?" he asked. "I'm leaving," said the little girl. "Last night I was walking past your room when I heard you telling Mom you were pulling out, and I heard her telling you to wait because she was coming too. So there's no way I'm staying here to cope with all the bills." A little boy ran into his mother's room crying hysterically. "I don't want my Willie anymore," he sobbed. "It's bad to have one." "Don't be silly, darling," she replied. "Of course it's not bad. Why do you say that?" "Because I've just seen Daddy in the bathroom and he's trying to pull his off." A priest met a small boy walking along the street, and in the boy's hand was a bottle of acid. Now, young man," said the priest, looking worried. "That's not something you should be walking around with. Look, wouldn't you rather have some of my holy water?" "Why?" asked the boy. "What does that do?" "Well, only this morning I put this water on Mrs McTavish's tummy, and she passed a baby." "Not bad," said the boy. "But 5 minutes ago I put this acid on the backside of that old black and white mongrel, and it passed the police car." "Okay, darling," said Mommy to her little 5-year-old daughter. "Why don't you say grace for us today?" "Yes, Mommy," replied the delightful daughter. She closed her eyes, put her hands together, and said innocently, "Give us some food, for Christ's sake. Amen." Did you hear about the couple who adopted a baby from Spain, then signed up for evening classes in Spanish so that they would be able to understand the baby when it started talking? A little boy went shopping with his mother, and when she began trying some clothes on in the fitting room, he remarked, "You've got big balloons, Mom." "That's not the right word for them," she replied. "Why do you call them that?" "Because yesterday I saw Daddy blowing up the au pairs." A family went on holiday to the coast and wandered accidentally onto a nudist beach. The little boy ran off to play but returned a few minutes later saying, "Mommy, Mommy, I've just seen some women with boobs much, much bigger than yours." Mommy replied, "Son, the bigger they are, the more stupid the women." The little boy went off again, but soon came running back. "Mommy, Mommy, I've just seen some men with much bigger willies than Daddy has." As before, Mommy replied, "The bigger they are, the more stupid the men." 5 minutes went past, and the little boy came back very excited. "Mommy, Mommy, I've just seen Daddy talking to the most stupid lady I've ever seen. And as he was talking to her, she started to get more and more stupid as well."